Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel, where I share with you the wisdom of the ancient Stoics and how you can apply it to your modern life. Today, I'm going to show you how to become a person everyone admires, using 8 practical Stoic lessons for life. Admiration is not something that you can demand or buy, but something that you can earn and inspire. The Stoics were admired by many people, not only for their intelligence and knowledge, but also for their character and virtue. They also gave us some valuable advice on how to cultivate the qualities and habits that make us admirable and respected. So, let's dive into how to become a person everyone admires, using 8 practical Stoic lessons for life, inspired by some of the greatest Stoic thinkers like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius. Number 1. Be honest and trustworthy. The first lesson to become a person everyone admires is to be honest and trustworthy. Seneca said, "Nothing is more honorable than a grateful heart." By this, he meant that you should be truthful and sincere, and that you should express your gratitude and appreciation. When you are honest and trustworthy, you will be able to build trust and credibility and not deceive or betray. You will also be able to show your integrity and your loyalty and not lie or cheat. Number 2. Be kind and generous. The second lesson to become a person everyone admires is to be kind and generous. Epictetus said, "We are not born for ourselves alone, but for our fellow men as well." By this, he meant that you should be compassionate and helpful, and that you should contribute to the common good. When you are kind and generous, you will be able to spread happiness and goodwill, and not cause harm or suffering. You will also be able to show your benevolence and your magnanimity, and not be selfish or greedy. Number 3. Be courageous and resilient. The third lesson to become a person everyone admires is to be courageous and resilient. Marcus Aurelius said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." By this, he meant that you should be brave and determined, and that you should overcome any obstacle or challenge. When you are courageous and resilient, you will be able to achieve your goals and dreams and not give up or quit. You will also be able to show your strength and your perseverance and not be weak or fearful. Number 4. Be wise and prudent. The fourth lesson to become a person everyone admires is to be wise and prudent. Seneca said, "The greatest wealth is a poverty of desires." By this, he meant that you should be rational and moderate, and that you should limit your desires and needs. When you are wise and prudent, you will be able to make good decisions and judgments, and not act impulsively or recklessly. You will also be able to show your intelligence and your knowledge, and not be ignorant or foolish. Number 5. Be humble and modest. The fifth lesson to become a person everyone admires is to be humble and modest. Epictetus said, "Don't explain your philosophy. Embody it." By this, he meant that you should be humble and modest, and that you should live according to your philosophy and values. When you are humble and modest, you will be able to acknowledge your faults and limitations, and not be arrogant or boastful. You will also be able to show your character and your virtue, and not be pretentious or vain. Number 6. Be self-controlled and disciplined. The sixth lesson to become a person everyone admires is to be self-controlled and disciplined. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." By this, he meant that you should be self-controlled and disciplined, and that you should master your mind and your emotions. When you are self-controlled and disciplined, you will be able to resist temptations and distractions, and not be enslaved by your passions or possessions. You will also be able to show your willpower and your self-mastery, and not be controlled or influenced by external things or people. Number 7. Be curious and creative. The seventh lesson to become a person everyone admires is to be curious and creative. Seneca said, "It is the power of the mind to be unconquerable." By this, he meant that you should be curious and creative, and that you should use your mind to overcome any challenge or problem. When you are curious and creative, You will be able to learn new things and discover new possibilities and not be satisfied or complacent. You will also be able to show your innovation and your originality and not be conventional or boring. Number 8. Be positive and optimistic. The 8th and final lesson to become a person everyone admires is to be positive and optimistic. Epictetus said, "Don't seek for everything to happen as you wish it would, but rather wish that everything happens as it actually will. Then your life will flow well." By this, he meant that you should be positive and optimistic, and that you should accept and embrace reality as it is. When you are positive and optimistic, you will be able to see the good and the opportunity in every situation and not be negative or pessimistic. You'll also be able to show your happiness and your enthusiasm and not be unhappy or dull. That's it for today's video, folks. I hope you enjoyed these 8 practical Stoic lessons to become a person everyone admires, inspired by some of the greatest Stoic thinkers. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel for more Stoic wisdom. Also, let me know in the comments below which of these lessons resonated with you the most and how you plan to apply them in your life. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.